What's going on, guys? My name is Barton and welcome to the first YouTube video of the channel. Now, I think a good place to start back up the YouTube channel is right here where all the content is created. So today, we're going to be taking a look around my setup. Now, before we get started, I think it's important to know that none of this setup would have been possible without you guys. So I want to just give a massive thank you before we get started with any of this to all of you who continue to support the stream, continue to support my content, and you guys are the fucking best. Thank you so much. Here we go! Now, something I do want to say off the bat before we get started here is this is a setup that I built here over the past 5 to 6 years. If you're an up-and-coming content creator, I do not recommend that you go out and just blow a large amount of money on all this kind of equipment you're about to see in this video whatsoever. So start off small, and if you need more equipment, go from there. Now, I think something cool before we get into what the setup looks like now is showing you guys what the setup looked like 6 years ago, back when I started streaming. Here is a photo that was on my Twitter, but there it is. That's what my setup looked like 6 years ago, and now this is what it looks like today. So here it is. This is my setup. Now, like I said, this is something that I've only been able to do because of your guys' crazy support on my stream over the past 6 years. Let's start off over here at the left of the setup. I do use 2 PCs to stream, so this stuff here on the left-hand side is all the streaming PC stuff, and then the stuff over here on the right is all the gaming PC stuff. But there's the streaming PC down there in all of her glory. She's beautiful. She is rocking a Ryzen 7 1700 with a GTX 960 Elgato 4K capture card, a Blackmagic 4K capture card, and of course, the beautiful LED fans. Excuse the ugly Noctua cooler, but I need efficiency in this computer, alright? Jesus. Anyway, coming up, that computer is connected to these 2 monitors. So these 2 monitors are, like I said, both on the stream PC. I use 5 monitors in this setup because you'll be surprised how much stuff goes onto them. So right here on the first streaming PC monitor, this is where I keep OBS. This is so I can see everything on the stream. As exactly as what you guys see it. So for example, if I change the scene here, whoop, here's the main screen that you guys know. Oh, there's me in that camera. Whoa, cameraception. Anyway, so this is OBS. This is where I can see and keep track of everything that's going on in the stream. I can see how long we've been live for. Oh god, I'm gonna have so many comments about that. I'm sorry. Okay, Jesus, cut. Okay, you can stop shouting at me now. I fixed it. Anyway, where was I? So yes, this monitor here is used for OBS. Sometimes I have like another chat window here in case the gaming PC goes down. There's a number of reasons why you would use like a gaming PC and a streaming PC, but that's something to talk about in another video. So I usually have another chat window here just in case the game PC goes down. This is where I can monitor the broadcast, make sure everything's healthy, see how long the stream's been live, see how many frames we've dropped, blah, 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 all that bullshit, audio levels and stuff. Yada, yada, yada. So that monitor is for OBS. The monitor below is where programs for OBS run, or, you know, I just need some extra information. So here is Bit Battle. This is a game where, as people cheer bits and tip donos and sub and stuff on Twitch, they get a little bit in the arena and they can fight, and it's good fun for chat. Down here is the program I use for my timer. So when the stream is starting, I have a little countdown timer. This is what runs that. Next to that, I have Streamlabs, which obviously is, I think, the main alert service used on Twitch, but I have Streamlabs here so that it runs on OBS, and it's also again another backup event list in case anything happens to go down. Moving down a little bit here, you can see okay, ignore the mess, halt. Okay, moving down here, there we go. That's better. Moving down here, you can see we have the stream PC keyboard and the stream PC mouse is tucked away right in there. Just out the way, because I don't really need those, but you've got to have a keyboard and mouse for the computer, so that's my solution to that. This is a Corsair K95. This is the original one. I used to use this on my gaming PC here, but I switched, and I'll talk about that when I get to this point here. But that's a Corsair K95 RGB. I may have, I might have melted the keys there. I accidentally poured I kind of got some water on it and I put it by the fire to dry, and I melted the keys. We'll just brush over that though. Moving on here, I recommend this to every single streamer. This is the mighty mug. This is honestly a lifesaver. This has saved my setup so many times. I highly, highly recommend one of these. Well, you can put whatever you want in it, hot fluid, cold fluid, whatever, but You cannot knock it over. It will not budge. It's absolutely fantastic. The amount of times I've hit this thing and it hasn't fallen over and my setup has been saved is insane. I highly recommend you go pick one of those up. Link is in the description. So moving on from the mighty mug to the audio setup. This is a little bit more complicated, so you know what, we'll come back to this in a second. We'll cover all the hardware and stuff PC related, and then we'll come back to the audio stuff in a second. So moving over to here, this is all connected to the gaming PC. So these 3 monitors are driven by the gaming PC, these 2 are driven by the streaming PC. And on the gaming PC, what I'd usually have here on the left-hand monitor is I'd have TeamSpeak or Discord, something like that here. Obviously, I haven't got that open now, but that's where that would normally be. Down here is where we can play all the music. This is Winamp. This has all of the tracks that we play throughout the stream. So that's how I play the music. I've also got Twitter, so I can keep an eye on, you know, if anyone needs to send me anything during the stream, or if anyone tweets the stream, I can thank them. I've got Twitter here, and then obviously chat right here. I just finished the stream like half an hour ago, so there is the chat. The main screen is obviously just the game. I do use a capture card in order to get the 2 PCs to talk to each other, basically. So this has to be, whatever is on this monitor is also on the main screen on OBS. So this monitor is kept solely for the game and the game only. Moving on to the right here, you can see we have Streamlabs again. This is what I'll mainly use during the stream, just so like I can just sit here and just go, hey, thank you for whatever. But sometimes, you know, if I'm leaning back or whatever, I'll use this one over here. This is more of just a backup, whereas this is, you know, this is what I use most of the time. So this has got all of the followers, the subs, the bits, the tips, everything on there. So I can thank people individually and read their messages, stuff like that. To the right of that, I've got the dashboard where I can update the title of the broadcast, change the game category. I mean, anything I need to do, I can access that right here. You know, by the way, big shout out to the how do I get this thing to focus? There we go. Now you can see it. Yo, thank you guys so much for the 130,000 of you that are currently followed to the channel. You guys are dope. Appreciate it, dudes. Thank you. Moving on over though to this. This is, I'm sure, something a few of you have had your eyes on. This is the gaming PC. This PC is what powers these 3 monitors here. It runs the game, everything like that. This used to be the old streaming PC, but I took my main computer to Australia with me. So this is the old streaming PC. It's rocking some of the old hardware, but we've kind of upgraded slowly over time. So what we've got in here is we have a Core i7 6900K right underneath that cooler, MasterLiquid cooler there. We've got 32 gigabytes of beautiful RGB memory. Down here we've got a 1070 Ti from ASUS. Big shout out to ASUS who sent that over. And this is all inside of a Cooler Master Master Case 5, I believe it is. Which I stuck a fan controller that doesn't actually fit in it. We'll just brush over that. But that's the gaming PC. It's a pretty damn good machine, but you know, it is probably due an upgrade pretty soon. But nonetheless, it powers the stream just fine. Moving on over to the camera. Oh, before I come over to the camera, actually, these cables are for audio. We'll get to those in a minute. Moving on over to the camera. How do you see me? A bit of buttonception going on here. Oh, hey, hi, how are you? This is the camera I currently use to stream. However, this is going to be upgraded very soon by this one, which you can see in the little screen thing there. It's going to be upgraded very soon by this one, which is pretty damn exciting. Nonetheless, though, this is the camera I do use. This is a Sony Handycam CX240, I believe it is. It's not the most expensive camcorder in the world. I think it's like $200 or something, but it is fantastic for streaming. I highly recommend it. But that's going to be getting upgraded by this bad boy, which I'm pretty damn excited about. Next to that, we have the Logitech C920. This is what I used to use before I got that camera. This is the webcam that I always say to any new content creators, go out and buy. This thing is fantastic for the price. You just plug it in and it works. It's fantastic. I do highly recommend that 100%. Moving on over to the audio side of things. I guess we'll start off with the microphone. This is the Shure SM7B. This is my main microphone. I do also have a Rode Procaster, but that's in Australia at the moment. But this is a Shure SM7B. Fantastic microphone. Do highly recommend that. That's more of a high-end mic. But, you know, so if things are, you know, progressing for you as a streamer, I would definitely recommend picking this up. Many streamers use it. It's a brilliant broadcasting microphone. I have that on a Rode PSA1 boom arm, which that goes all the way around the back. I'm not going to show you the back because of the cables, but that goes into that blue magical box, that thing there. That is called a cloud lifter. Essentially what it does is the microphone goes in right there. It makes it sound really good and it comes out of there. And that's basically it. So I have a Shure SM7B go into the cloud lifter, which then plugs in to my #1 slot there on the mixer. Speaking of the mixer, this is my mixer. This is a Behringer X1222. This is a pretty middle of the market mixer. It's nothing crazy, but it's way more than enough for what I need. So what we've got on the mixer here is I use the microphone in channel 1, and then we've got 3 other channels for other stuff. So in this channel here, this is the, so if you hear like a YouTube video, this is the internet basically. Any YouTube videos I play, any game sounds, all come on this channel here. The music, specifically from Winamp right there, only comes in on this channel, so I can have the music different to the game sounds. That is all done through a USB sound card, which if I show you right back here, this thing that's flashing away. It's like $2, but it allows you to have multiple sound cards, so you can have multiple outputs if you use a mixer. So I use that one to play the music, and then I use the built-in one in the computer for everything else. This one on the right here, right there, this is the streaming PC. So all the audio comes from the streaming PC, comes from the gaming PC. It all gets mixed here and sent back to the streaming PC, if that makes sense. So this one here is the sub sounds, bit sounds, dono sounds, everything like that. So I can control that separately as well. We've also got an FX if you want to be stupid, which, if you see my stream, you'll know the answer to that. But that's the mixer. That's all I use for that. The compressor, I just use the built-in compressor. I don't have like an external one or nothing like that. But that's what I use for the mixer. What I should also mention as well is this here. This is just a little headphone splitter. I used to have some speakers that went into this. It's not really necessary anymore because I don't use them, but it's there nonetheless. That connects to my headphones here, which are Audio-Technica M50Xs. Again, fantastic headphones. I'm kind of at the point with those where if they ever broke, I would probably just go out and buy the exact same pair again. I cannot recommend them enough. They're so comfortable. I did replace the ear cups with some Brainwaves memory foam ear cups. They're like, you know, 15 bucks off Amazon. Fantastic. While we're here as well, we've got to mention the mouse right there. That is the streaming PC mouse. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier in the video, but that's the streaming PC mouse. That is a Logitech G402, a really, really good mouse. Definitely recommend that. And that chat, it's for blowing your nose, all right? Please, dear Lord, get your mind out of the gutter. Now, something that can be very annoying as a streamer is having to change all your scenes using your mouse and just like going up and down and clicking and all that crap. That can be really frustrating to do on a stream. So I got very lucky. When this was announced, this is the Stream Deck by Elgato. They very kindly sent me one over. And I've got this program, so basically I can just press a button and the corresponding stream, or scene rather, will come up. It's super, super handy to have. This, I have no idea how I didn't stream without that before. But that is a fantastic piece of equipment. Now, something that I think is very, very important in every single person's stream that uses a webcam, especially if you use a green screen, is lighting. Lighting is everything if you use a green screen like myself. As you can see, I don't have the flattest green screen. You don't need the flattest green screen as long as you have decent lighting. So this is what I'm rocking. So I use 3 lights to power the green screen. I use 3 lights to light the green screen on myself on stream. I use 2 of these newer LED panels. These are absolutely fantastic. They're pretty inexpensive. I think I paid like $100 for both of them. But they allow you, in here as you can see, to adjust whether you want more orange or more white to the light, so you can get the perfect lighting for yourself as the streamer. To help light the green screen from behind, I have this light. Yeah. We'll get to the hole in a second. I have this light. This is just my ceiling light. It's got a little diffuser on it. That works well enough to, as you can see, give a pretty, you know, clean green screen, despite the shadow from the chair, which, by the way, is a Noble Chair Hero. I absolutely love this thing. In my opinion, this is like the best gaming chair you can buy, or, you know, in the gaming kind of category. I've tried many different companies, and this is by far being the best. So I'd highly recommend, if you're in the market for a new chair, that you check out Noble Chairs. I guess as well we should probably talk about the monitors that I use to stream. I kind of skipped over that earlier. I apologize. But in the middle here I have a Dell I don't remember what it's called, but it's a Dell 1440p 165 hertz G-Sync monitor. It's a fantastic monitor that somebody very kindly bought me on stream. An awesome monitor. I love that. And either side of that, I've got two of quite probably the most popular gaming monitor out there. These are the ASUS something. I don't know what they're called. They're ASUS 144 hertz 1080p monitors. I used to have three of these before I got this new monitor in the middle. I cannot, if you're on a bit more of a budget, but you want that 144 hertz experience, I cannot recommend these enough. To be honest, I can't remember what they're called, but I always can tell by the I can always tell by the 3D that's written on the stand. I've never used the 3D on it, but that's how I can tell this from other monitors. But these two ASUS monitors are brilliant. If you're in the market for a low budget 1080p 144 hertz monitor, these are the way to go. So moving on to peripherals really fast. Here I have a Corsair K70 RapidFire. I did mention earlier on in the video that I upgraded from the K95 to the K70, which does sound a bit like a downgrade, but the reason why I did that is because, number one, I do not need a billion macros. When I bought this keyboard, I was like, man, I'd really be able to use those. I never used them once, okay? So I ended up getting rid of those, going with the K70 variants. And the reason I went RapidFire is because it has MX speed switches, which means that I can, I don't have to press the key down much for it to activate, and I'm currently typing, that's fine. I don't have to press the key down much to activate. If you're a competitive gamer, this is a really, really nice keyboard. That I've paired with the Logitech G502 mouse. Again, this is the same as my headphones. If this ever broke, I would just go straight out and buy another one. It's reasonably inexpensive. It's a really comfortable mouse. It's got this little lip on the side of it as well, so you can rest your thumb on it like that. You can also customize the weights. You just rip that off. You can put weights in it that come with the mouse. If you don't like how heavy the mouse is, you can upgrade it. And it's just a fantastic mouse. I highly, highly recommend that if you're in the market for a new mouse. Now, the last thing to talk about is cable management. How do I cable manage all of this different tech so my room does not look like a big bird's nest? We'll just skip over that. And that's it. That's my setup. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the video. If I did miss anything of my setup that you saw in the video that I didn't cover, I think I covered everything. But if there's anything that I did miss, sound off in the comments below. I'll do my best to reply to all of them. Once again, I want to give a massive thank you to all of you who have supported me streaming and everything like that over the past 6 years. None of this in this video would have been possible without you. So a massive, massive thank you to each and every one of you that continues to come back and support the stream on a daily basis. Like I said, if there's anything I missed in the video and you want me to go over, I can, I guess, either show you on stream or I'll reply to your comment below. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, smash the like button. If you dislike the video, click the dislike button twice. And make sure you subscribe if you're not already. Other than that, have a wonderful evening, day, whatever it may be. And I will see you in the next YouTube video.